C-Bus.
Hi, it's Gary from Mulch. I wanted to take this opportunity to show you a quick tip on mulching. We have already mulched a lot of this property, and we've got things looking pretty good here. The thing is, we've come across a spot here where we've got some pachysandra. And you can see from where we've mulched previously that everything else is looking good. However, in the pachysandra, you can notice that, I mean, it looks okay around the edges. However, if you get close on it, you can tell that the coloration difference just isn't the same. So when you take a look, you can see some bare spots and things where the mulch edge stops. Like right in these areas. Also, in the deeper areas, back in the thicker spots like this. This technique will work in all sorts of ground cover, whether it's myrtle, English ivy, pachysandra. So I'm going to show you a quick tip on how to mulch this quickly, easily, without burying. First of all, you could take your hands like this and try to work in your piles. But frankly, that would take forever. So really what you want to do is get a scoop shovel. You can also use a pitchfork, works good for this, but you want to get a scoop shovel about halfway full. Then you just want to take your scoop shovel sideways and give it a sprinkle, just enough for color throughout the plantings. Just give it a light sprinkle across. Okay, so I'm taking one last look to see any areas that I can see the ground. And I think we've about got it. There's a couple things you can do at this point, now that we've just about pretty well got the pachysandra covered. You see there's a couple spots along the edge here. We're just going to take a small shovel full for the edge, flatten it out on my shovel. I'm just going to bump it up in like this. Now these edge spots you may have to push back in with your hand a little bit. After that, you want to try to make sure that the leaves when you're doing this aren't wet. If the leaves are wet when you're doing this, the mulch is going to want to stick right to the surface of the plants. So to make it difficult for you to finish this properly, first thing you can do is just simply brush the leaves off gently so that the rest of the remaining mulch falls in there. Sure you get it out of any surfaces. Then you can see it's already improving a lot right in these areas with the leaves, with the mulch off of the leaf surface. Last thing you want to do is get your leaf blower. And we're just going to want to blow the mulch away. So last thing we're going to do is we're going to stand back a little bit and just give it a light blow. Get the rest of the mulch off. Very lightly, just a very light blow just to get the mulch off of the leaves and things. We'll clean up the edge a bit. Almost idle on the blower. Mulching ground cover. Now you can see that there's a nice consistent mulch flow from the bed right up into the ground cover. It looks a lot more consistent than what we had before. Now, because we didn't cover it very deep and we just sprinkled, we really only have about a ½ inch to a ¼ inch in mulch in this area, so any buried roots or any buried ground cover that gets slightly covered up will poke right back through it. If you blow it off, you're going to be in good shape.